The key question here is, are you a disruptor or are you about to be disrupted? Because like it or not, you are in one group or the other. This video looks at artificial intelligence, or AI, as a potential tool to help you ensure that you are in the former category. To be the organisation which is disrupting your marketplace and not one that watches competitors get ahead. I'm going to look at getting started with AI and the key ingredients to being successful. And importantly, showing that thought about in the right way, this isn't rocket science, although you will find a rocket analogy coming up. So, what are the right ingredients? First, most importantly, is deciding on the question you need to answer. What insights are you looking for to get ahead? Next is the AI element. How are you going to get that answer? Do you have skills to dive into the data science, or are you looking to abstract away from that? Next, we have data, which is absolutely essential to getting answers. Consider what data you have within your organisation. Remember, you are the expert in your field. What other data might you need to add to it? Is there someone else that has data that you might be able to partner with? And finally, infrastructure. Where will you run your AI solution? Will it be on-premise or in the cloud, or a combination of the two? Let's look at each of these ingredients in turn. First of all, assuming you've decided on the questions you need to answer, how might AI be able to help? Let's look at the 4 core capabilities of AI. Firstly, understand. AI systems can understand images, language, and other unstructured data like humans do. Next comes reasoning. These systems can reason, grasp underlying concepts, form hypotheses, and infer and extract ideas. Next comes learning. With each data point, interaction and outcome, AI systems develop and sharpen their expertise, so they never stop learning. Finally is interaction, where with abilities to see, talk, and hear, AI systems can interact with humans in a natural way. The next step is to consider how best to get started, where there are a few options. The first option is building your own solution. This might be using existing software libraries and frameworks, or it might be completely from scratch. Going down this route assumes you have some in-depth AI-focused skills in your organization. An alternative is to add AI capabilities to an existing solution through the use of APIs. IBM Watson has a number of cognitive services of the type you might expect to use, which are accessible via API, as shown here. Finally, you might choose to buy an off-the-shelf application with AI capabilities built in. Actually, in reality, there's a good chance that the right solution for you could be a combination of all 3 of these elements. Our next essential ingredient is data. Data is absolutely central to what you can do with AI systems. Having access to the right data is key to your success. Data is certainly not in short supply, and it will continue to grow at a dizzying rate. Apparently, we will create more data in this year alone than ever existed before. It's worth thinking about the different sources and types of data available. Firstly, the data you have today, such as customer and transactional records. Next, the data that exists outside your firewall, such as news, social media, and weather and geospatial data. And finally, new data types and sources, such as images, videos, and information flowing from the Internet of Things. The key here is being able to have access to and to interconnect data from these various areas. So we've looked at the question, at AI capabilities, and potential routes to get started. However, to coin a well-known phrase, Houston, we have a problem. Our problem is that through the growth of data and the performance requirements of AI, we have an ever-growing need of technology. But technology is failing to deliver. Through the death of Moore's law, we can't rely on the price performance increase that we've relied on for many years. A valid response to that might be, so what? What's the impact? Let's consider a rocket. There are 2 key elements here to ensure a successful takeoff: the fuel and the engine. and the two need to be carefully balanced. Imagine the scenario where the rocket has a small amount of fuel and a large engine. It's not going to end well. Now, imagine the opposite scenario, where the rocket has a large amount of fuel, but only a small engine. Again, this isn't going to end well. Consider this rocket as an analogy for AI. Here, the fuel is equivalent to your data, and the engine is the platform you are using. Like the fuel and the engine, we need to have balance for a successful outcome using AI. Consider this. Would you be happy with a platform that only let you train using a small subset of your data? Or would you be happy with a platform that could analyze all of your data, but that took a week to get answers when you needed them for business decisions today? The problem we face here is that year-over-year processor performance has decreased. And as innovation at the processor level has stalled, we need to look at other parts of the hardware in order to get the performance we need to get insights using AI, but most importantly, when we actually need them. This has been the focus of the Open Power ecosystem, which was formed in 2013 with 5 founding members. The foundation now numbers more than 300 members, with focus across the entire system stack based on the power processor. Open Power is all about creating a vibrant ecosystem focused on open development to drive innovation and ultimately performance. Power AI is a software platform which, combined with Power Systems, allows you to rapidly deploy a fully optimized and supported platform for your AI workloads. It consists of binary packages for major deep learning frameworks. Try it today. You can download it for free. So let me leave you with some closing thoughts. If you aren't disrupting, are you about to be disrupted? Do you have the right ingredients to use AI as a tool to ensure that you are at the forefront of your industry? And finally, think of the rocket. Is your platform open, innovative, and going to get you where you need to be when you need to be there? And perhaps most importantly, at a price you can afford. Thanks for listening.